Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 8 trades. Today's date is August the 17th and I am using my new FX trigger system. Also included with the FX trigger system, I'll show you how you can get your hands on this trading simulator for the MT4 platform. Remember, it's just for the MT4 platform. Some traders ask me if it'll work on the MT5. The answer is no. And furthermore, it has to be a 5-digit broker, not a 4-digit broker. And about 95% of the brokers out there are 5-digit. And what I really love about this is after a few weeks, in less than a month, I was able to double my pip total on a daily basis. So it really has helped my trading tremendously. You can put in many trades. You can do hedging. They do give you a $10,000 startup demo account. And you can practice when the market is closed. Keep in mind you can do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I usually do this over the weekend. I put in a grand total of 8 hours every weekend. I keep practicing because the more that I practice, and I put in hundreds of trades, and this is making me a much better trader. And it really should help your trading as long as you practice with it every weekend. I really do believe that this trading simulator will help and improve your trading results. So anyhow, let's move on now. Now before I get into these trades, and this is where every new trader, or 95% of the traders out there, they fail. And that was including me many years ago while I was learning. I was looking for the perfect system, the magic indicator, the holy grail. Well, I'm here to tell you there's no such thing. You must learn how to trade the flow of the market. And I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. And that includes all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy this education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. I highly suggest putting in more than one trade at a time, as no one knows which pair will move the greatest number of pips. That is why I place 3 or more trades at a time. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Please keep that in mind as I move forward. So using my FX trigger system, I put in these trades and we'll just work our way through them. First one, pound yen. And by the way, most of these trades did qualify for a great way to trade. It's using all the indicators on the top and bottom to make that trading decision. I did sell all these trades, and as I mentioned earlier, most of them did qualify for a great way to trade. So the FX trigger system was saying or suggesting to sell by the 2 red lines and 3 red boxes. So I took the trade. Let's see where I got in at here. Took the trade here And keep in mind that before I pull the trigger in every one of these trades, I drill down the lights from the higher time frames. I want to make sure I'm going in the direction of the trend. And once I know the direction of the trend, I'll take the trade. The market decided to do one more pullback to the moving averages. My stop had to go up in this general area, which is not a big deal. Did go against me about 24 pips, and I closed it out as it was stalling out for two reasons. Main reason is I was very happy with the totals down at the bottom, and secondly, it was at the ADR here, very close to it. So I closed out the trade with 13 pips, and 13 pips on the pound yen paid $1,187. Okay, let's move on to the pound Swiss. Sold it, did qualify for a great way to trade. Let's see where I got in the trade at. Right at this cursor here, smaller stop. I knew that it could have went back to the goal line, but this time it just went back to the green moving average here. Took the trade here. Stop was only about 12 pips. Went against me about 10 pips, and I closed it out just being happy with 11 pips, and those 11 pips on the pound Swiss paid $1,206. Let's move on to the next trade, pound New Zealand. Drag and drop this up. Sometimes you do have to change the time frame. I'll either bump it up to the 30 minutes or drop it down to the 5 minutes. And I just want to bring clarity as to whether I should be buying or selling. And again, it was very clear from this point to sell. That's exactly what I did. Decided to do a bit of a pullback up to this point. Not a big deal. Did go against me about 27 pips. And looks like I closed it out with around 18 pips. And 18 pips on the pound New Zealand. Trade paid out $1,245. Okay, moving on to the next trade, Euro New Zealand. Another one that I took. The system from here was saying to sell. Drag and drop this up. Let's see where I got in at. Got the signal. There's a pop-up box suggesting to sell. Took the trade. Did go against me about 17 pips, and I closed it out just being happy with 21 pips. And those 21 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $1,384. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, pound dollar. Another good looking trade example of a great way to trade. Everything is screaming to sell. The FX trigger system, 2 red lines, red boxes. Trading decisions are made easy when you're looking at the charts. Here's my stop. Happens to be 14 pips. And I close out the trade. As I've said many times, just being happy. Let's just grab some pips and grab some money and be happy for the day. Locked in 22 pips, and 22 pips on the pound dollar paid $2,200. Let's move on to the pound CAD trade. Let's drag and drop this up and we can talk about it. Signal right from here, red arrow, everything is screaming, red boxes. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Took the trade here, went against me 11 pips, and then finally went in the direction of the higher time frames. Remember, if you don't drill down the lights and check the higher time frames, that is another reason why you are failing. So I ended up with 31 pips here, and 31 pips on the pound CAD trade paid $2,457. Taking a closer look at this trade, it is a flag pattern, and there's a very good chance it's going to do another cycle down. But I'm only looking for 100 or more pips a day. And today, just taking a wild guess, it's at least 200. So the last two trades here were futures. First one is the S&P 500. Let's drag and drop it up and see where I got in at. Now, when I did take the trade, it was suggesting to sell from way back here. Everything is looking good for going down. Should have closed it out a little bit later on, like down around here. But I was happy with the totals, as I mentioned numerous times. Took the trade here. It went against me about 23 pips. And I closed it out here, as I've said many times, just being happy. I ended up with, looks like 72 pips, and 72 pips on this S&P 500 trade paid $3,500. So moving on to the last futures pair here down at the bottom, I did gold. Gold, in case you didn't know, gold and oil moves a lot every day, has a good payout. And then of course the other two is not so much of a payout, but all four of these move every day. So let's run a check on this gold trade. Got the signal from way back here to sell. Took the trade at this point, decided to do another cycle. Remember, I drilled down the lights. I knew that it was going to go down with 95% certainty. Keep in mind, nothing is 100%, but I am good to take the trade when I'm 95% certain. Now, it did go against me. And these futures pairs, and along with the pound pairs, 10 or 20 pip trade stop will not hold. It went about 58 pips against me, not a big deal. When I started to see these two wicks here and then this red candle, I knew right away it's going to drop. Could have put another lot in here, another position, and I could have done quite well. At this point, I was happy, and I was happy with 41 pips, and those 41 pips paid $4,110. So another great day of trading using my FX trigger system. Very happy today, and I got well over my 100 pips ever since I've been using that trading simulator, and I do use it every weekend, on average 8 hours every weekend, and it really helped me to get results like this. So today's pip total turned out to be 228 pips, and those 228 pips paid $17,291. So if your system is not producing like my FX trigger system, I suggest you get your hands on it. To do so, all you got to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this write-up. FX trigger system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you'll never succeed. My trigger system comes with over 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is what you'll need, which is a lot of education, as I mentioned earlier. Now there's a lot of ways to trade the market. My number one way, of course, is this great way to trade. Pretty much every trade I did today was a great way to trade. Comes with a very high success rate. At least it does for me, because I do follow the rules. And I ended up doing one extra video, as there's 43 videos now. I threw in a long video. It's about 50 minutes long, on how to backtest using the trading simulator with tons of tips and tricks which really should help your trading. Now you can put this video on pause, read all the different ways that I teach how to trade the markets. If you have any questions at all, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just send me an email. There's an underscore right here. Don't forget that. Now, I really do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link and we will have Skype connection, at which point I will give you a free session using the screen sharing feature. I will answer your questions and give you some tips and tricks. Keep in mind that is totally free, no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 34 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video and this trading day. And I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.